Hey guys, and welcome to my Season 12 Challenger Teemo guide. In this guide today, I will cover the best runes, build, skill order, and the summoner spells, as well as an explanation towards best rune placement, as well as laning phase, mid-lane game, team fighting, and also a gameplay commentary. Let's get started with the runes. There are currently 3 rune pages I recommend using in Season 12. The first rune page includes PDA in it, with Taste of Blood and Ravenous Hunter. This will be your go-to rune page, and you want to pick this into any top lane or bruiser matchup without huge all-in. The second rune page I recommend includes PDA once again, but also Boneplate and Overgrowth in the secondary. You want to pick this rune page specifically into bruiser matchups that have a lot of insane all-in power. So think about champions like Riven or Aurelia. The third rune page includes Second Wind in the secondary page, and this one is always being picked into ranged matchups. Lastly, for the bonus stats, you should always take attack speed, adaptive force, and then take armor or magic resistance depending on the matchup that you're facing. Now, moving on to the builds, starting off with the starter items first, you always want to go and pick Doran's Ring with 2 pots every single game into all matchups. This gives you AP and sustain on mana, which are both crucial on Teemo. As for the boots, you want to go Berserkers Greaves, which is your core item every game. This will be the first item you buy before getting your main items. If you're facing off a full AD team comp, this is where you want to go with steel caps instead. Lastly, if you are facing off a full AP team comp or a matchup with a ton of CC, this is where you want to go with mercs instead. Moving on to the full builds, there are 3 full builds that I recommend right now. The first full build I recommend includes Nash Astute with Riftmaker and then building Zhonya into full damage. This is the regular build of Teemo and is always used into team comps that aren't that tanky. The second build I recommend is very similar to the first build, however this one includes Liandry. You want to build this into enemy team comps that are super tanky, and this will allow you to shred them incredibly easy. The third build I recommend is once again very similar, but this time you build Morello after the core build. You want to go for this item set whenever you are facing off an enemy team champions with insane healing. As for the situational items, I always recommend Magi to Snowball, Crown is really good against all lane champions, Wit's End is used against heavy AP team comps, and Morello is good versus healing team comps as well. Moving on to the skill order, you want to max your E into your Q and then your W in most of your games. Next, you want to max your Q into your E and then your W whenever you are in an AD ranged matchup for a hard poking playstyle. Lastly, you want to max your E into your W and then your Q if you are in a matchup that heavily relies on kiting. As for the summoner spells, you always want to take Ignite and Flash every single game you play. And if you find yourself in an incredibly hard matchup, that is where you go TP and Flash. Now, let's start off with the laning phase. Teemo is one of the best champions in the entire game for bullying and winning top lane before the laning phase ends. Your primary goal is to stack creep waves, so whenever you push slowly, the wave will build up. And by doing so, this will allow you to poke your opponent incredibly easy. So whenever your opponent is trying to go for a CS or tries to like thin out the wave or farm under tower, this is where you auto attack and poke them. Make sure you hold your Q until they try to trade you or whenever your opponent is going to run from the trade, so that you can use your Q efficiently. This Teemo playstyle opens up for map pressure, which is perfect for your shroom placements. Now, here's a great example of how shrooms should be placed. You always want to put shrooms to be close to the wall as people naturally walk past walls when facing off a Teemo. Moving on to the mid late game, Teemo is perfect for split pushing. You want to create constant pressure on the side lanes by forcing waves. Shroom placement is very crucial here. If you do this perfectly, you can literally become uncatchable due to the shrooms preventing the enemy team to come at you. While split pushing, look into pushing the lane completely and roam or take jungle camps. This will create pressure and opens up more in the map, and the same goes for Dragon and Baron. So make sure to push the side lanes and then roam towards the objective. As for team fighting, Teemo should be played mostly in the backline, kiting whatever is the closest. Make sure to get as many shrooms ready before team fights so you can throw them directly into the enemy team. You can also throw shrooms close to the carries to protect them. It's also crucial to time your Q and block as much damage as possible. I recommend throwing your Q at the enemy carries whenever you can. Now, with everything said, let's get into a gameplay commentary and I will teach you exactly how to play Teemo top lane. Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to play Teemo top lane in Season 12. So what you want to run in this game is PDA. We have Triumph, we have Alacrity with Cut the Grass, and we also run Taste of Blood with Ravenous Hunter into the Shen matchup. And of course, what I always recommend you guys going for is always going to be Ignite with Adorn's Ring. This is very, very crucial when playing Teemo. Now, the way how we're going to be playing out the laning phase is very straightforward, just like being explained in the guide. What we're going to be doing is take the push at level 1, and we're going to be stacking up the wave as big as we possibly can. And we're going to push that directly into the Tower of Shen so that we can constantly like auto-attack him while he tries to farm. Whenever you're doing this strategy with Teemo, you always want to use the brush to your advantage because every single time you auto-attack your opponent and you walk inside the brush, the minion aggro is going to reset, which means that you're not going to take any damage from the wave, which is a really good thing. I'm gonna use the passive here. Whenever you're trying to like auto-attack your opponent like under the tower, make sure you always use the passive to your advantage. Because if you proc the passive like straight up under tower, you can dish out like a ton of auto attacks. So something to keep in mind is that the enemy team has a Zed inside the jungle, so we're going to have to approach the Shen very carefully, because if we get dashed like once by Shen and Zed walks up with the full combo, he's going to do like a lot of damage with it. Possibly going to be able to like delete me like one combo, so I'm going to place a ward down. The good thing is that we have Kha'Zix topside. Kha'Zix is currently in the river right now, so we do have like a lot of pressure from the jungler. Apparently we're already getting ganked. Could probably take him down. This is the reason why you want to have pressure on Teemo, because by pushing down the lane, if you have like a very smart jungler, you can basically push out the lane, consistently poke, and then use that pressure to roam down to the enemy jungler as well, which are both like extremely beneficial. Alright. So now we just maintain what we have right here. Seems like it's going to go for like an all-in, which is good for me. We auto this. There we go. Like, one trick with Teemo, you should never be too afraid to fight, even when Shen is going to dash straight like into you. At some point, Shen is basically being forced to like walk backwards, and that's where you want to kite forward. We still have like one pot remaining, so I'll use that right now. Probably going to dash on me at some point, so we have to be very careful here. Use my passive so we can push a little bit faster. And now we use the wave. So once again, we have the wave stacking up incredibly big right now, which means that Shen will never be able to beat me here. Split him down. I'll use my passive to get the attack speed. Okay. So you can kind of get the idea about how this works out. Now, I know that I don't have a ward right now. Like, the ward in the Tribush has basically just expired. But since we are winning so hard against this Shen right now, we can basically keep on pushing, and if Zed like decides to come topside, I would still be able to get away. Alright, let's go back. So the first item we're going to buy is going to be a Berserkers Greaves. And this one is very crucial because we have to get movement speed with attack speed against Shen to lane a little bit more properly. So let's work back. The wave is currently in a pretty good spot. This is very nice. We are also about to reach level 6 right now, and that is where we are going to get an even bigger advantage because Shen has the ability to teleport away with his ultimate, but we are able to put the shrooms down like across the entire top lane. And if we put the wave in a good spot, it's going to be incredibly hard for Shen to even do anything at all. I'm not going to touch the wave now because it's already pushing towards me. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Use my passive so we have the attack speed. We can deny the Shen a lot here. Seems like Shen has decided to roam down to mid with his ultimate. Whenever Shen decides to push or to teleport away from the lane to help out his teammate, that is where we are going to hard push down the lane and try and counter Shen on his way back. So watch this. Okay, I want to use my passive originally. Probably going to be enough, I think. Nope. Fortunately not that lucky, but doesn't matter. It's fine. We canceled like one auto attack while chasing Shen down, so that is why it didn't really work that well. I originally wanted to use my passive when Shen was like walking back to lane, as you could already notice. But Shen was actually a lot faster than I expected, so I couldn't push my passive out before he was back already. So we got the first plates. Going to go back to base now. So this time we're going to go with Nash's Tooth, and we're specifically going with Recurve Bow for the on hit. So we can shred down the Shen a lot easier. We currently have about a 25 CS lead right now, as well as a plating advantage. And we also have an XP advantage already. So even though we did not kill the Shen in lane so far, we already have a lead over Shen. And this is going to be very, very good to win lane and grow a very big lead. We also have a control ward over here. So take that down real quick. And we're going to be refreshing this one with a new one. Yes, sir. And I'll make sure to shroom this place down for Zed so he does not see that. Make sure that if you're kiting down your opponent, so in this case Shen, if he has like a very big wave, be aware that if you auto attack him, the wave is going to focus you, and it's actually going to be beneficial for Shen. So if you ever plan on like fighting your opponent, make sure you actually thin out the wave a little bit so that you're so that you can kite him more easily without having like the whole wave basically focusing you. So Zed's coming in for a gank. Okay, apparently he's still down here. He's behind that wall right now. Okay. I hope it's gonna go back. Apparently he's still staying for another one.
2, 3, 4.
This guy stands there for a long time, man. How long do you need to realize that I actually... Okay, he's gone now. Cool. Finally, he's gone. That took a very long time. For sure. Now we can actually poke him. So whenever he decides to go for a CS, that's where we are going to drop down like an auto attack. Nice. There's a very, very high chance that this... I missed it. There's a very high chance that Zed is going to be top lane again at some point. Probably even right now, considering bot lane is being pushed in already.
Yes, sir.
It's a very high chance. We just have to keep watching it. Okay, apparently he's doing the Drake. Poke him down.
Reporting in.
Nice. Use my passive so they can drop down more auto attacks. See if we push it down like this. So this is like the kind of idea. You're getting the picture now. It's all about consistently pushing down and basically making top lane the place with shrooms so that no one can gank you, and then you're basically forcing down the wave at all times and consistently auto attacking and poking your opponent. And this also creates for like new opportunities to like spawn heralds and get leads in like very different ways. Got it. Okay, so apparently you're going that way, sure. I mean, in theory, not a bad idea. But, I love how this guy's chasing me down. Okay. This shit is pretty smart because he's taking down my shrooms. But I can just take this one down quite easily. And there's a high chance that Zed can still be topside. Nice. So apparently this guy is still here. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't really cut him down because Shen does have to flash up. I'm pretty sure about it. He's going back to base. I can see that. Okay, now we can actually fight. So yeah, we have to like play around this set a lot because he's a lot topside. Like a lot actually. Perfect. And now we reset. Not gonna lie though, like even though we don't have any kills right now, as you can already notice, we have like absolutely no assists, no kills, nothing. We already have a 50 CS lead right now, which is like incredible. That's massive. That's a difference that you want to make as Teemo. This is a 100% win right here. We also have like a bunch of plates over Shen, which means that we are way too far ahead at the moment. This guy is not even close to finishing his item yet, and we already got my item, which is really good. So now we can start forcing lanes as well now. We just gotta be very careful with how we approach it. Apparently this guy's looking into killing us here. Sour push it. I love how this guy's like looking for it, but it's not really helping him. So the next item we're going to go for this game is going to be a Rift Maker, and that will pretty much fix all the issues. Got it. So now the goal is to like consistently focus on pushing top lane and basically shrooming down the entire place. So let's hard push this one. Push it down all the way. Apparently there's a ward being placed down here, so... There we go. If Shen walks up like that, then the chance is very likely that there has to be someone down here. Pretty sure. Yeah, Shen was not alone. There was a Zed.
Reporting in.
Got it. And we're gonna walk down here. We're gonna see if we can fix something. Probably not. I'm assuming they probably have vision, so it's not really working. Yep, they had vision. It was pretty clear they had it. If you're lucky, Shen's gonna walk through it. Okay, we got him. Hey, yep. That is the first kill. Like, Shen wasn't even close to, like, finishing us off there because we were already having too much of a lead. And my Q is also slowly getting maxed out right now, so... It's just a matter of time right now. Like, we're becoming very, very huge, and there's nothing that the enemy team can do to stop us now. Perfect. There is a fair chance that Zed could be topside now, so as much as I would love to like push this in, I can't really do it. Let's go for a Rift Maker. Let's go for another Control Ward. It's going to be very useful. And we're going to go for the blue buff so we can shroom down the place. Not bad, to be honest. Team is doing pretty, even though like my team is not snowballing that hard, they're doing a pretty great job. Okay, we got it. Yep, thank you. I'm gonna use the portal. Oh, actually, I want to use the plant, but this will do fine too. But the Shen has to be here somewhere. Oh, so he's flashing away like that. Yeah. We don't catch that. Luckily for us, like, we have sustain right now because of the Rift Maker. Let's place a ward down over here. I mean, shrooms. And we're also placing a ward down so we can see everything more clear. Just going to shroom this so we can push it a little bit faster. Apparently this guy's down here. Got him. Thank you. Now we walk down to mid using the pressure. Maybe get this camp here. So once again, we get like another camp for free. And we take the farm in mid. So in terms of like farming, we have like a outstanding like 80 CS difference over Shen right now, which is it's definitely gonna show at some point. The Shen still does not have the full build. Oh, I mean the first item. He's not even, I think he's about to get it like on his next backboard, I think. Like until then we're just chilling here. So there we go. Take the camp here. Once again, like, stealing jungle camps is one of the best things you can do in the game because you get a lot of advantage out of this. A lot. Well, he can dash, but... Oh, he's dead. He should die to my Knight. Yep, we got him. He had a shutdown, so this is definitely worth it. And we take another Control Ward. So you can probably get like the picture of how Teemo Toplane works. It's not necessarily 1v9ing as in like getting 30 kills and just running all across the map. But like the general idea about Teemo Toplane is that you're consistently pushing top lane over and over again and constantly drawing pressure. Which forces the enemy team to like walk topside and actually trying to kill you. And if they don't do it, you're going to be stealing their jungle camps. You're going to be, you know, eventually flanking people. You're getting catches. So at the end of the day, this one simple method is like eventually going to make us roll over the game, right? As you can already notice. Like, we even got a shutdown on their most fed carry on their team in a 1v2, and we still won that pretty easily. So you can get like the kind of idea of like how this is going to work out. Got him. Now we go back to pushing this out. And we push this wave out. And then we're going to take some jungle camps and we're going to put shrooms across the whole place. Fortunately, there's no red buff anymore, but it's fine.
Yes, sir.
And now we start forcing the tower. Only Caitlyn's alive, so this one will be free. Yep. I'm gonna take the next wave. Shen is alive right now, but that doesn't matter anyway. He's gonna dash on me because there's a Yasuo on his back. Yasuo naturally walks topside because of the pressure we have. So we're gonna force this camp now. Once again, getting more camps for ourselves, which is great. So we walk back topside using my passive. And hopefully it's gonna walk into this one. Shen is looking into roaming down to Drake right now, so we're gonna prevent that from happening. So it looks like Shen is TPing, so which means we get another tower for free now. So you can kind of get the picture. Like, we're not really playing out the team fights that much this game, even though we can, in theory, go for team fights. We don't really do it because the reward for this is too huge. Like, we're getting too much in return. And we have another one. So now let's force this one. Fortunately, the tower, I cannot really get it because, well, kind of explains itself already. You missed that, and he's dead. So now we push the same shroom on the same place, as well as in the corner in case he's gonna walk past it. And we're gonna be backporting specifically right here. So this time, we're gonna go with Zhonya's, which is, I guess, pretty obvious. Like, they have a full AD team comp, but they have a Shen, Zed, Yasuo, and Caitlyn, so we're definitely going for Zhonya's right here. And the next item is going to be a Rabidance into a Void Staff, and that setup alone is going to give us, you know, enough armor and damage. And simply provides that split pushing, but also at like a team fighting build. It's like for both. So like whether you're split pushing or just looking to like team fight in every scenario, like this is the build you want to be running. It's like, it's pretty good. It's the absolute like regular build for Teemo. This guy's dead. Could probably finish up the game here, I think. Nice. Tanking that one for the team. We'll use my passive here. Okay, now we just wait. Oh, I don't think that's gonna work that well. Oh, it does actually work pretty well. Unbelievable. Okay, so apparently he's going for me. Yeah, I'm actually dead. Okay. So, what I kind of had in my mind, I just want to explain the situation here real quick. So, I was in the passive right here with my Shroom, which was a really good spot to be in to get kills for free. I think, however, if my team was like standing right here behind the wall where the enemy team couldn't see us, I'm pretty sure, confident that they wouldn't be walking into us with like 5 men. I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't be doing it. And it would have actually been a pretty successful team fight. But whatever, we still got like 1 kill, so. This time we're going to be going bot lane, and we're going to be forcing down these towers. So we already got top side. Now it's the turn for bot lane. And we'll be getting everything there, so... Here we go. Apparently Zed's been caught down here. We're not using any shrooms until we can position ourselves perfectly. Or we can already start pushing for dragon. That's fine too. There we go. Gotta shroom down the entire place. We're just ping for the dragon so that my team is aware of what's happening here. Nice. I'm just gonna ping for it once more.
Reporting in.
Gotta make sure to like shroom this place as well. Pretty sure they will be red trinketing like pretty much everything here. Now we gotta make sure that we keep the wave being pushed in so that they cannot like use the wave to get to the dragon.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Once again, the pressure we have forced us to get the dragon for free now. And everything's set.
That's gotta sting.
Now we simply take the tower away. Awesome. Force the next upcoming wave. Look at the map, guys. There's a massive fight currently down here in mid. Zed, however, there's a possibility that Zed's going to be down here. Okay. Here's my passive. So apparently he's not looking into fighting me. I don't even think that it's not going to kill him. Now we just push again.
I'll scout ahead.
Only thing missing right now is a blue buff. If we can get our hands on a blue buff, it's gonna make things a lot easier. Okay, I don't think he's gonna go for me. Gets away, fortunately. Also, the Zed got away too. I want to up this one.
I'll scout ahead.
Oh, okay, nice, not bad. So this blue buff's gonna make a pretty big difference now because you can just push for free now and never like run out of mana. Awesome. Look how completely shroomed it is. Like they can't even walk up to us because they will guarantee like they will walk into a shroom at some point now. So they don't really have a lane against me. Nice one. I had to like Zania that one because if I hold it longer, like I would be tanking a lot of damage, which would be pretty bad for me.
Armed and ready.
So all we need right now is my team to make like the right call and then we can just like continue pushing up to the tower. So we just gotta maintain this for a little while. Use my passive again.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And let's shroom down this place now. And we stay in the passive. Look how much damage like the shrooms are doing. My teammates are doing the Baron. Like, look at how much pressure we make. We have so much pressure in the game that my team gets a Baron for free right now. And we start forcing the tower away. So yeah, we're not really team fighting this game. We're just splitting all day. And making the right steps. I don't really want to fight him right now. Oh, the game is forcing us down there. I didn't want to click down there. That's not what I intended, actually. We take this camp. We take the wolves and we back out. Apparently that one's already been taken before by someone. Oh, they surrendered. So, either way, this is Teemo Toplane. I hope that this guide helped you guys. Thank you for watching today's guide, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.